This is the Rolex Daytona in 18 karat gold. It runs this one runs the Zenith El Primero movement. It's 40 millimeters in diameter, and I believe it's 9 millimeters. I'm not quite sure, but I believe it's 9 millimeters thick. It's got a sapphire crystal, but it's not anti-reflective. There's no AR coating. I think in all Rolexes actually there's no AR coating on any of them, which is quite surprising. This one, like I said, has the Zenith El Primero movement in it. Rolex started using the Zenith movement in 1988 and used it up until 2000 when Rolex started to make their own movement. I'm just trying to get it focused there. You can spot the difference between the two movements. The Zenith has the constant second hand there, but the Rolex movement has a constant second hand there. Now if you compare it to a Zenith, you can see they are quite similar, the layout. The Zenith has the moon phase and triple date, but there's no date on the Rolex and no moon phase. Now when Rolex started using the movement, they did make I don't know, improvements or changes. I would say changes, not improvements, because the Zenith El Primero movement is a fantastic movement. But they only retained about 50% of the Zenith movement, and they did all the changes themselves. Obviously they didn't put a date in there. So it's got a screw down crown, which I don't like. If you want to use a chronograph, you have to unscrew it and then screw it down again. It's very annoying. But just like the Zenith that I just showed you now, it's got a very smooth movement. And the way it clicks on and off is just like the Zenith. I did a video of the review of the Zenith, I'll put a link here. And you can see that both of them really are just... Oh, sorry, I have to stop it first, that would help. The way the movement works. There we go. I'm going to ruin my watch if I'm not careful. Let me just start them together if I can. And you can see the way they both move. We'll reset that one. See both of them, the hands just glide across the dial. Personally, I prefer the Zenith. When I bought this, I guess I was going through my stupid phase. Do I regret buying it? Sometimes. I don't wear it that often. One of the reasons is because one of the pins actually fell out from here. The whole watch is 18 karat gold, so it's very soft, and one of the pins fell out, and luckily my hand was in my pocket, and when it fell into my pocket. It doesn't have the double locking system on the clasp, because this one, I can't remember what year it is, to be honest, but I got just a fantastic deal on it. I went in to buy the Daytona, which was similar to this one, before I bought this one, and it came on a strap, and that's what I went in for, with the white dial. But the dealer gave me just such a great deal on this, I just couldn't say no. He actually even threw in another watch. He threw in a Dunhill watch for free, because I sort of battered him down. One of the reasons was because he felt sorry for me, because I wanted to buy a crocodile strap with it, with the Rolex buckle, so I could chop and change. Rolex just outright refused to do it, and I was just so annoyed at that. I was about to walk out, and the dealer just sort of, to keep me sweet, he said, look, just pick a watch with a value of I think it was £700. He goes, I'll give you a free watch for that. And I picked this Dunhill, which was quite a nice watch, and I used it for some time and sold it. The back of it, now when I get watches, I try and keep them as original as possible. Underneath this little protective cover, I mean, some people take it off and take the hologram off, but I try and keep my watches as original as possible. So I've put this protective cover over the hologram. Because I don't wear it, I have considered selling it. But then what would I do? Would I buy something else? There's nothing really out there which I really in the market for. I've got the Zenith, which covers the dress watch. This one is, you know, if you're going to something really fancy and stuff, you want to wear it, yeah. And with the way the Zenith movement prices are now, they're just going up and up. When they first introduced the Rolex movement, the Zenith movement's prices just plummeted. They all wanted the new Rolex movement, but after time, the purists and the enthusiasts, collectors, they all thought, well, you know what, the Zenith movement watches are a lot better. And since then, the prices have started going up and up and up. And from what I paid for this, I could get nearly 3 times the price of what I paid for it now. So I have considered it a few times, but there's not really something I really want to swap it with or buy something else with. So I'll keep it for the time being. But a really nice watch, doesn't get much wear. Only for when I'm going out and about somewhere where it's very fancy, but I'm not really a big fan of. It is very heavy. I'm not a big fan of solid gold watch. Like I said, I bought it in one of my stupid phases. But it's a lovely watch. I wouldn't buy a steel one. I'm not really a fan of the steel one. I don't get the whole Rolex Daytona stainless steel. You know, it's one of those watches you've got to have in your collection. I just don't subscribe to that. It's a nice watch, but if it wasn't in my collection, I've done without a steel one, and I'm quite happy. If this wasn't in my collection, wouldn't really bother me, to be honest. There are other watches out there which I'd probably much rather have, but yeah, there you go. Thank you for watching.